crisis happening in our business community that forces me to have to say something in the most eloquent way I know how to. Stop leaving money on the table. I'm constantly surprised at how many businesses I have to persuade to tell their customers how much they want to charge for their products. Business owners are afraid of talking about money. That's ludicrous. You went into business to be able to sell a product or service, not to be able to give it away. But often there is a fear. There's a fear of rejection. There's a fear that your competitors are going to be picked over you. And that's fair to have a little bit of fear so that maybe it will keep us humble and keep us in tune with our customers. But when your fear starts making the decisions in your business, that's too much. Because it's not fair to you, to your staff, to your family, to your business, to the quality of your products or services. So what do you need to do if you're afraid? First, know your worth. Do some research to see whether or not you're even in the ballpark with the price that you want to charge. Go ahead and do some secret shopping with your competitors. It's all right. Purchase their products or services. Or if you don't know who your competitors are exactly, go to the big box store that you think kind of sells what you would want or has the customer that you would want. And again, see how they are selling it. How are they packaging? How quickly do they deliver the product or service? How much are they charging? What's the quality of the materials? What's the quality of the actual service? All those things are going to help you to figure out if you're even in the ballpark. And if you are not in the ballpark, then you can figure out, can you afford to adjust? It's possible you may find out that you're actually underselling and still haven't asked people for that amount. Then do your budget. Figure out how much does it really cost for that product or service to be made. I'm constantly meeting businesses who have no idea what their break-even is. That means what is the physical cost of making their product or service, not even with the profit on top of it. And so if it costs $5 to put a bun and some mayonnaise, ketchup, lettuce, tomato, and meat together to create this thing called a hamburger, they don't know that that's $5. And so they charge $3 and wonder how come their pockets are short. It's because they are having to fund the other $2. And so figure out how much your product really is worth so that you can know if you should hold your head up high as you ask people for how much you want to charge. Then ask. Ask your customers for their business. Let them know why they should feel comfortable paying what you would like them to what you would like to charge them. And that conversation may actually educate them. They may not know that it's something artisan that they're receiving. They may not know that delivery costs a little bit more in this region. They may not know that they're getting individualized services because they're so used to getting kind of standard boilerplate services from other companies. Let them know what they're really purchasing and give them that choice that they still want to go with the competitor or with you. And ask them what their budget is. I can't ask that. That's rude. In this day and age, do you know how much information about you that companies have without you even giving it to them? It's called analytics and data mining. Every time you walk into a department store, there is a computer in the sky that is grabbing information about you. If you paid $5 for a pack of gum, that business will never try to sell you another $1 pack of gum again. They know that you have the ability and the capacity to pay $5, and that's what they're going to target for you. And so likewise, ask your customers what their budget is. For all you know, they may be underselling themselves. They may not know how much the market really costs. And so you might be educating them. And with that education, treat them with some respect. It's all right to tell someone that they can't afford you today. That's not necessarily denial, that's just delay. You may even be able to help your customer figure out how they can become to afford you. And figure out what you are willing to take from your customers. Let's say your product is being charged, let's say you're charging $10 for your product, but your customer only has $5. You can either say, again, not today, but tomorrow when you have $10, or you can say, hey, with that $5, can you refer 3 more people that you bring in? I'll give you that $5 discount, as opposed to just telling them, sure, I'll sell it to you for $5. Or maybe you become their preferred vendor. So for the next 3 purchases or engagements, they come to you only. That's called valuating. That's also called something called BATNA. Best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Is a fancy word for what else? What else would you take instead of the exact thing that you had asked for? We undervalue the ability to be able to negotiate. We undervalue the ability to take some control over how much we need for our businesses. It is about money. As like I said, don't leave any money on the table. But money can equate sometimes to future money. Money can equate sometimes to growing the volume of your customers. And so again, figuring out what else would you be willing to take? And how do you communicate that to your customers? Look, I know that you are a good business owner. You had a great idea. You started a business that made you an entrepreneur. You are light years ahead of so many other people. But now it's time for you to become a great business owner. It's time for us to have some mindset shifts so that we can have some longevity and sustainability in our businesses. It's time for us to shift our mind and start creating the mindset of a business owner.